Okay, so this is our first monk radio for the Wasa period, the rains period. We entered into the rains on the 2nd. There was some confusion because in Thailand it's on the 3rd, and we had all been under the two of us here had been under the impression that it was starting on the 3rd. Yes, and so I assumed that the full moon, the holiday, would be on the 2nd, and on the 31st, I asked them. I said, "So how many tomorrow? Day after 2 days is the poya or something, the holiday?" And they said, "No, tomorrow, the 1st." And so it turned out, and then we were all confused because the holiday was on the 1st, but he said, "No, then on the 2nd is the real full moon, and then the 3rd is when we enter the rains." Anyway, so it was all confused, and on the 2nd he realized, Bhante Anoma realized that that we had missed the full moon day, and the 2nd was the day to go into the rain, so he quickly left, and he's gone now, back to Ratnapura. And we have, I'm staying here now with just the old monk who's sick. Actually, now he's gone to Kandy, Nuwara, the city of Kandy, along with the 4 Thai yogis and the Burmese nun and several of the villagers. Everyone piled into a van, and they wanted me to go as well, but you see, they are not back yet. They said they would be back in time for this broadcast, and they're not. They're not going to be back until 9, I don't think. So I would have missed this broadcast as well as other duties that I had to attend to today. So I'm here alone right now, waiting for them to come back. And this is the rains, except it's raining very, very little, and that's a concern because our well is running dry. Tomorrow Peter's coming, Peter Wolf, who is one of our online community members, which is really, really exciting to see. Someone you already know through something very odd as our community is, come and actually make lead to the coming to meditate in a more traditional sense. So it's reaffirming for the benefit, towards the benefit of the online community, and should, I think, or really makes it seem worthwhile to have the online community. So he will be here tomorrow morning, and then I just got an email that on the 7th or 9th, I think, Harish is coming, and he's a Sri Lankan from Colombo. So the Thai people are leaving today. Not sure about the novice because she hasn't disrobed yet. Her plan was to disrobe because she still has to clear things with her mother. But I said, if you're not back by 7:30, I'm not available to help you to disrobe, so you'll just have to stay on as a novice. And she was like, yeah, don't worry, we'll be back. And we were joking, if she's not back, then she's just other people are going to have to explain to her boss why she's not going back to work tomorrow. And her mother, who would be very concerned. So they're leaving, and we still have Polly from Finland. He's just finishing his first course. He's here till October. So yeah, things are going well. It's lots of good things happening. I started a translation project. If you're following my weblog or on the online community, you saw that. Translations are interesting. I was reminded after doing it that you can't just literally translate the Pali into English. It turns out a little bit awkward. So after getting some comments on it, I was reminded of that, the fact that you do actually need to take some literary license, I think, which is a difficult thing to do because you don't want to change the meaning, but probably have to learn how to finesse it. But so the idea is to do some translations. The reason for starting to do translations is, it's not that I'm looking for more work, but there's been some, for a long time there's been this I guess a difference of opinion. There's Buddhists, there's Buddhists out there who have translated the majority of the Buddha's teaching, but are not making those teachings available for the public on the internet, and are threatening, or in some cases threatening, in some cases just asking anyone who does share their works on the internet to take them down. In some cases actually threatening them with legal action. So, and the response, when we disagree, when we express disagreement with this, the response is, well, why don't you translate them yourselves? So, or in some cases it's even, I don't see you translating them, and so on. So it's kind of like, no, it's more like, if that's the way it's going to be, and we're not going to be able, because I've got many of these for-profit texts in PDF or doc format, in some sort of format that could easily be put on the internet, but I'm not allowed to do it. So rather than create conflict, or more conflict than necessary, I thought I'd do some translating myself. And I'm not sure how far it'll get. I've done one sutta from the Majjhima Nikaya so far, and it's not difficult. It doesn't take that much time, and it's a good... the reason why I actually decided in the end to do it is because it's not difficult, and it's something that is very important for monks to engage in, the study of both the scriptures and the Pali language. I'm certainly not an expert, a master in the Pali language, and it's really a help for me to continue my studies in that way. So, just another announcement that's on the go now. Not much else. I think that's enough talk. Now, if there are any questions, we can get on with the show.